Hi, hello. Welcome back. For today, we're going to discuss about logarithmic function. So, we have your introduction muna sa logarithmic function, then we will discuss about the domain and range of our logarithmic function. So, we have here the definition of our logarithmic function. The logarithmic function with base b defined by f of x equals to log of x to the base b. Again, ito yung base natin is the inverse function of the exponential function with base b whose value is always positive. That is, y is equal to log of x to the base b if and only if x is equals to b raised to the power of y. So, again, our logarithmic function, again ha, take note, our logarithmic function is the inverse. That is the inverse of our exponential function. So we have also here common forms or known logarithms. So we have what we know our common logarithm that is denoted by log of x or log x to the base 10. So this is known as our common logarithm. So lahat ng mga nakasulat na ganito, if wala siyang base, if wala nakasulat dito, that is automatically understood as may base siya na 10. So log of x is equals to log of x to the base 10. Okay, we also have here what we know as our natural logarithm. So natural logarithm that is denoted by ln(x) or that is log of x to the base e. So again ha, log of x to the base e, that is our natural logarithm. So log of x to the base e is equal to our ln(x) or our natural logarithm. So that's it for the intro sa ating logarithmic function. So, proceed tayo with finding the domain and range. So, we have here the domain of our, the domain and range of our logarithmic function. So, given the logarithmic function, we have here y is equal to f of x. Again, y and f of x is just equal. So, that is equal to a. So, we have here our a log of p of x. So, that can be a function to the base b plus h. Then the domain of that will be the domain of f is equal to the set of all x such that p of x is greater than 0. So dapat ito is greater than 0 siya. That is always positive. Then the range that will be range of our function is the set of all real numbers. 'Di ba? Sa inverse, since inverse siya ng ating exponential function, yung domain ng ating, remember ninyo, yung domain ng ating exponential function is that is the domain of f, that is the set of all real numbers. So kung ano yung domain ng original function, that is the range of our inverse. That's why yung range ng ating logarithmic function is equal siya sa domain ng ating exponential function. So, we have here, I prepared here example. So we have, let's find the domain and range. So we have here, find the domain and range of our given function, that is f of x equals to log of x minus 5 to the base 4. Again, our range, so our range, that is, isulat na lang natin yung range natin. Since that is always, range nating function, that is always set of all real numbers. So, let's find now our domain. So, ano yung domain natin? Base tayo sa conditions natin. Again, yung domain natin, we have here, dapat nakaganito, our p of x is greater than 0. So, let's solve for that. So, we have here, what is our p of x? So, ito yung p of x natin. That will be x minus 5 is greater than 0. So, since we have here x minus 5 is greater than 0, we're going to transpose that constant, that will be x is greater than 5. So, dapat mas malaki siya sa 5. That can be written as x, a set of all x such that x is greater than 5, or that can be 5 to positive infinity. So, ganyan yung pagkakasulat ng domain and range natin. Okay, let's have example number 2. We have here example number 2. We have here g of x is equal to negative log um, to the quantity of 3 minus 2x plus 1. Again, we have here our range. Sulat natin yung range. Our range is set of all real numbers. So, range ng ating g. So, since g yung function natin, range ng ating g, that is set of all real numbers. So, yung domain natin, that will be dom ng g natin, that is equal to, okay, so solve natin ito. That is our p of x. So, that will be 3 minus 2x is greater than 0. So, we have here, we're going to transpose. That is 3 is greater than 2x. Diba, if i-transpose natin. Okay, then after that, we're going to, diba, saan yung mas malaki? Not always that yung 3 yung malaki. So, that can be, divide natin ito by, okay, this will be, divide natin ito by 2. So, that is divided by 2. So, our x is less than 3 halves. So, yan yung magiging domain natin. Since mawala na itong 2 dito, so yung matira na lang is less than 3 halves. So, since less than man siya, so that can be x such of all x such that x is less than 3 halves, or it can be written as, from negative infinity going to 3 halves. Yan yung magiging domain natin. Okay? Nakuha ba? So, next, we have here our last example. We have here h of x is equal to 2 log x minus 3. So, we have here again range natin that is set of all real numbers, that is range of h, that is set of all real numbers. Then, we have here our domain. So, let's solve for our domain. So, we have here x. So, x lang siya, x greater than 0. So, hindi na natin kailangan i-solve. So, that will be domain natin, that domain of h, that will be set of all x such that x is greater than 0, or that can be 0 to positive infinity. So, that's our domain and range of our um, logarithmic function. So, di ba madali lang? Okay? So, I think if may question man kayo, kindly ask question on the comment section. If wala naman, then thank you for watching this far. I hope you learned something. Again, thank you. Bye bye and God bless.